Now, bouncing back to South Sydney, I have a question for you, Terry. If you're a first grade coach, congratulations, first of all, and you hear rumours, whether it be true or not, that you've got one game to save your career, are you picking a team that goes out there and gets beaten by 40 out of spite? Are you picking your strongest team? Are you taking risks? Or are you thinking, well, I'm going anyway, so I might as well have some fun with this?
I'm handing 6 or 7 debuts to players that don't deserve it, right? If it's your last week, right? Regardless, if like he has to know, there has to be a conversation that's been had that says, look, whether you win by 40 or you lose by 40, you're gone this weekend. I'll be turning around and saying, cool, let me just make my marker of it. Whoever's in the top 30 that needs a game that hasn't had a game yet, they'd be in. I'd drop Cody Walker. I'd play Cam Murray on the wing. I'd put Damien Cook in the centre so he gets a crack at Origin. Like, just do it all. Just go out there and have an absolute mess of it. Because if you lose 80-0, guess what? You turn around and go, well, I was gone anyway. What do you do?
Might as well go out and blaze go. I don't think the word has
No,
come
I
through.
wouldn't do that.
I don't think the words come through that he's got a game to save his career, because that would be utterly ridiculous. That says to me, you're gone. As soon as you lose, you're gone. So unless they have, a 23-game win streak and go through undefeated, win the premiership, he's gone. That's how I see it. The writing's on the wall. Demetrio is Gonski's.
Pretty sure we called that pre-season.
Look, we did. We said he would be very close to the first coach sacked, if not the first coach sacked. Being a South Sydney coach, you can't have down turns like this. Not with that squad. And you look at the squad this week, and I know they've got some injuries. Campbell Graham's been the big one. But everything else is really of his making. He keeps naming players that aren't up to it. And then when he's got a week to supposedly save his job. And for the record, I don't buy into it. I think he's gone regardless. They just don't want to sack him before a bye when they've got a week to put someone else there. He's dropped an international 20-time New South Wales Blue and made him the scapegoat. This is a bloke who just refused to stand up to the big players. This is something that Sam Burgess, who's been linked back with the club, and if I'm Sam Burgess, I'm saying, no! Because he tried to tell him and they kicked him out. He's lost the dressing room, despite backing the wrong players. He's lost the fan base, and it sounds like he's lost the board. He's on a hiding to nothing. Now, I hope as Cronulla fans, we send him out 50-0. Two of my best mates are South fans. Apologies, that's horrible, I know. Both of them have said we hope we lose this week because we want him gone. That's where the club's at now, and it's only of their own making.
I mean, and looking back at it, Demetrio only has himself to blame, because after the 2021 grand final, you could see that there were holes in that squad that needed to be patched and filled and whatever, and Adam Reynolds left and they didn't go out and recruit a halfback because he turned around and said, we've got the next best thing in the making. And outside of a handful of games, Lockie Elias has not shown anything other than being one of the bottom halfbacks in the competition. They've not gone and addressed that backline situation, and the fact that I keep saying about this guy because, and I don't have a vendetta against Tana Miller, but there's a young kid named Jacob Gagai who is killing the New South Wales Cup. Like, just what's the harm in putting him on the wing? Because you know what? From the standard that Tane Milner set this year, it can't get any worse. It literally cannot get any worse. Now, they've been crying out for backs for years. Justin Olam was available. Kay Lero's been available. Connor Tracy's been available. And they went and threw money at Jack White and have turned around and taken a guy who's won a Dally M, won a Clive Churchill medal, been brilliant for the New South Wales Blues off, like, whether it be off the bench or in the 5'8" role, and turned around and said, we're going to put you in the centre. Now, Jack Whiten's brilliance, individual brilliance, has made that centre move a little bit better, but I just don't know if he's the right... Like, it doesn't seem like that he has an idea of what his perfect team looks like, because even now, like, 2022, when they knocked Cronulla out of the finals, you turn around going, geez, that's a monster pack. Now you're looking at that pack going, so?
Exactly right. The general feeling is with South fans, and I don't disagree with this.
I'm about to marry one.
Well, I've just cut it off right here, right now. They signed Jack Whiten because he's Latrell Mitchell's best mate. Another move to appease Latrell. Now, I don't want to turn this into a Latrell bash test because you and I both love the bloke. And outside of Cronulla, there's a few players that I enjoy watching at full flight. But this is a bloke that has proven you can't really build a club around. He's a very, very important piece. But you build a club around Cam Murray. You build a club around, before this year, Cody Walker.
Junior Totola.
Yes, and Colin Matangi, he's definitely down on form this season. I just felt like they had 3 or 4 needs, and they went and spent almost $1 million on a out of position centre. Now, I love Jack Whiten as a player. As a 5'8", he's won pretty much every award he can win other than a premiership, and that was not through his lack of trying. They got it wrong. Well, he's got it wrong, and I think he's going to pay with his job, win, lose, or draw this weekend. And I think Sam Burgess is like they're phrasing him as he's going to come back, which I don't know if he will for one. He's a rookie coach for 2. And they sort of spat on him on the way out and said, nah, we choose them. He comes back in, he's going to say the same things. Well, this, and this they're going to do. And they're going to turn around and say, you're right. Or they're going to dig in and say, no, you're wrong and you're wrong.
Well, all the talk is saying that there will be an interim coach for 2024 and they are going hard for Wayne Bennett in 2025.